Hi. This is Oak Creek Canyon, Red Rocks, Coconino National Forest. That's my car making that sound going up this incline. This is leaving Sedona towards Flagstaff. I mean, there's just so much to look at everywhere. So, I'm going to Flagstaff because then I'm going to leave through Flagstaff and go on a little adventure. I'm on an adventure following signs from the universe and my intuition, doing only the things that I love, because I have been told that if I do the things that I love, the money will follow, the universe will support me. And I guess you could say, kind of like I'm this massive scientist in life who's testing this theory. So beautiful. So beautiful. It's like straight down there, y'all. And so, this is a really beautiful canyon in the wintertime also, because it's, but it gets frozen and there's ice and snow and it's just magic. It's just really literally alive land magic in nature existing here. Yeah, I'm going to, so that's the place I think where people jump off into the water or skydive or something. I think that happens down there at that Grasshopper Point. I know that you have to pay to go down there, and I don't go to a lot of places that I have to pay for because, I'm chasing my dreams hardcore for a serious solid year now. It's been a lot of donating plasma, a lot of door dashing when I have the energy from not donating plasma. Takes the life out of you, man. I mean, it pays you a little bit of money, but I have sacrificed a whole lot of things in order to follow my dreams, because I believe in what I exactly really want for my whole life when I grow up. And it's going to happen if I just stay focused on it. And there are a lot of things I'm good at, and there's only a couple things I love. I don't love to see baby dead gray squirrels. That was what that was. Squirrels are monogamous, and so now there is a squirrel out there probably that's not going to have their life partner forever now. And I have actually witnessed other squirrels coming to mourn. It looks like squirrels that have been hit by cars. So they are aware of what's going on. This is a beautiful road. People sometimes drive really fast down this road. I've been guilty of driving fast down this road. Being human is really a hard thing to get out of sometimes. We're trying to, there's all these words like ascension and ascend and higher self, and all of these things are very real, but really in reality, in the day-to-day life, there's a lot of opportunities for us to still be sucked into the human behaviors and the human condition, because we're human. We are like these divine beings in human bodies. So the experience is to be enjoyed. That's the goal. To grow and to enjoy. to do. Whatever makes you happy, that is what you are to do. It's really so simple. We just, a lot of times, I mean, it's a programming that starts at birth. You know, a lot of times when people have babies, they kind of stop growing in their own lives, you know, and then they become kind of vicarious through their children because they have stopped their, you know, growth, moving, changing, adventures, that kind of thing. And a lot of times it gets channeled into, you know, this new life, this child, because I think the majority of parents do understand they have a whole life. You know, that's like the opportunity to create a whole life, which it's kind of daunting considering, you know, you don't get there is a book. It's called What to Expect When You're Expecting, and then What to Expect the First Year. These books are fantastic at helping. But children don't come with books. People, human beings, the life journey. What's the point? That's not given to us. You know? We don't have I guess we have philosophers, so we also have books, so we have a documentation of Cliff's Notes, kind of. So beautiful here. Oh, that house. That house is for sale. That house is $3 million. It has 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 3.5 baths. And it is literally smack dab in the middle of Oak Canyon. This is a really, really, really beautiful, sacred canyon. It's beautiful. I mean, you can obviously see. And it just keeps getting more beautiful. It's 24 miles, elevation 5,000. It's 24 miles to Sedona, from Sedona to Flagstaff. Ooh, oh, I don't know what that was. It was like all black. It makes me kind of sad. There's so much moonflower and datura that's growing under the rails. There's a lot of moonflower that grows here in this area. Like even out in Yavapai County, it grows big time. But I've been told that the mother plant is in this canyon. Carlos Castaneda told me about moonflower and datura. It's a really good book. Especially if you're into any kind of spiritualism or shamanism, anything like that. Lots of knowledge. That is like such a tall aspen tree. There's so many oak trees. We're getting more into ponderosa pines, but this is still kind of like the land before time. You know? That Slide Rock. Apparently you can go swimming there. But again, it's a fee area, so I go to free areas, not typically fee areas. Until I'm a great big success and just have all kinds of money, then I will start buying like yearly passes to places. Because I would definitely do that if I had the money all at once to just dedicate to that. But I pretty much make money day by day. So I live a lot day to day, which is really how most people should be living. Beautiful. Hello. That's Hawk right there. I love you. Oh, I love you. Such a good sign. He sees that animal right there. Oh, goodness, Spirit, don't let him try to get it because it's on the road. See, it's so beautiful. Those agaves are about to bloom. There are agaves on the left-hand side. There's just so many different types of life in this canyon. There's also a spring, and probably I'll stop and fill up water because it has the highest alkalinity in this water, like in the state. It's gravity fed from the spring in this canyon. And it's magic water, it's medicine water. Like, all water is life, but this water is really special water. It's just so good for you. It feeds you so good. Hydrates you so well. It's energizing. That's a good word for it. Plus, we all know about acid and alkaline's good. Alkaline's good. I'm pretty sure that that was blue jay. I saw one blue jay in the desert this morning. And that was rare, honestly, because they're not out in the desert, really. They're in town in Sedona, but they're not, like, out in the desert closer to, like, Cottonwood. It's kind of an inhospitable landscape in a lot of ways. A lot of coyotes live out there. A lot of javelina live out there. And rabbits. And lizards in the area over closer to Cottonwood. I'm not sure the name of the birds that are out there. I'm sure probably like cactus wrens are out there. I think I've seen like a yellow-breasted chat. This morning, like I said, there was a blue jay, and then there was like 3 ravens. Well, there was one raven by himself, then he met up with another one, and I was like, oh, that's Hugin and Munin. And then there was another raven coming from Shaman's Cave side, and then over the mesa there was 3 more ravens. One was kind of bossing the other one, you could tell. So there was one out of the 3 that was like needing to be told like what to do in that whole group flying situation. I don't know too much about their flight patterns and how they fly together, but I'm sure they probably have some kind of an order. No parking, no parking, no parking. I don't want to park there because you have a store that says Indian shop. That is not correct, and that is a derogatory term. And now we're getting closer, closer, closer. We're getting close to the spring. I mean, I could stand to fill up one of my bottles because I've drank almost all of it. This is Oak Creek Canyon. So I've been told that this is where like everybody would gather to hunt, the native tribes. I mean, it makes sense because if you, oh, hello sir, you're going really fast. if you just use common sense and like, especially if you spend like even like 10 minutes in Arizona, you're going to realize, wow, I'm really thirsty. I want water. So then you're going to go, oh, okay, there's a spring that feeds this creek here, and this is where, you know, all of the things that are alive are going to travel to the water spot. So, and that's just survival knowledge, like basic survival knowledge. There's apparently a swimming place here, but like up on the wall is, I don't know, like a resort, but the other swimming hole part is like public land, so you can swim there. So people swim there a lot, but I don't know, you're like not supposed to be on the wall or something about the wall. I haven't gone down there. I have another spot that I go to where pretty much mostly nobody goes. But honestly, there's been like a lot of rain, and I haven't been to, I bet you the creek and everything is really brown and a lot more full. Where I go swimming, there's stuff in the trees, like debris in the trees that's like above my head. So that tells me that that creek gets that full. And it makes sense because it can rain and drop a lot of rain real fast in Arizona. It's all sand wash off. I'm sure during a big monsoon, this canyon, just this road is probably dangerous in areas. Flash flood area. Cave Springs. I haven't been to that cave. I've been to a lot of caves in Arizona, but not that one. I'm talking a lot with like no real direction. Sorry if you're trying to follow one subject. I don't know. Sometimes I just talk a lot about a lot of things. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm real quiet. This canyon is amazing. And yeah, it would definitely connect any kind of native tribe up in Flagstaff Mountain area, Alpine area, to down here. Like, because, well, really this creek starts here in just a minute. It doesn't start all the way up into Flag. But there are natural springs in the mountains in Flag. Some of them create, there's like a lot of people here right now, and I don't really want to stop because there's kind of a lot of traffic behind me. And there's not a place to park up here. Where those cars are, that's where the spring is. That's what they're doing. They're getting spring water. The best spring water. It's a really cool meeting place too. There's a lot of people leave rocks and offerings and things like that. So you can definitely do that if you should ever want to come down and get some amazing, good, healthy, magic water. Because you'll really be thirsty in Arizona because it's just a really dry place, usually. It's monsoon season right now, so it's very rainy. Arizona is pretty spectacular and pretty radical weather. Like last year in Flagstaff, I can remember in the beginning of summer, like there were snow flurries in the morning, and then it was like 90 degrees by the end of the day. Like I literally went through 3 different outfits of changing in a one day period. It can just change so much so fast. And that's because I feel like nature's just really alive here and respected here still. The native people on the reservations do, you know, rituals and ceremonies that they've been doing forever. And that is what keeps this land alive. plus the native tribes and people here have a knowledge of how to exist and tread lightly. There's just a lot of people who understand this in this area. Not just native people, not just native tribes, but that's where our knowledge comes from. Well,